Welcome to Estadio Serra Dourada in Goiás and ESPN's coverage of the Super Clásico. Hello everyone, Mark Donaldson alongside Flavio Pereira for the first leg between Brazil and Argentina. It's billed as a friendly, Flavio, but is there such a thing when these two nations meet?
Oh, Mark, there's no friendly match when we have Brazil facing Argentina. We see the position of Brazil on the ranking, Mundial work. And then we see that Argentina today, they don't have Messi, and they have a challenge to try to stop this man. Neymar is playing incredible soccer, and alongside Neymar today, Luis Fabiano and Lucas.
Well, you've got to say right now, Neymar's pretty well marked, isn't he? He's got about 8 or 9 different markers, including one winning a webcam. There's a look at the World Cup qualifying standings. No, Brazil, of course, they've already qualified for their own World Cup in a couple of years' time. Argentina, just the one defeat, a bit of a surprise when they lost in Venezuela. They drew last time out against Peru. Top 4 qualify for Brazil.
Exactly. Argentina tied Peru 1-1 that last match, and Brazil beat China in a friendly match. They beat China 8-0. But today's a different opponent.
Yeah, and no Lionel Messi. He was busy scoring twice as Barcelona came from behind against Spartak Moscow in the Champions League. He got a hat-trick the last time the sides met in New Jersey in the United States back in June. Argentina won that one by 4-3. Another 7 goals today? Yes, please. Find out lineups and first half when we come back on ESPN.
Today, Bayern, Valencia, match day 1 on ESPN and ESPN3.com.
Baseball tells the story of a flawless performance. April 21st, 2012. Philip Humber throws a perfect game.
He swung. Brzezinski has got to throw it down. It's a perfect game for Philip Humber on the 21st of April, 2012 in Seattle.
Be there for the moments you won't forget. Dodgers, Reds, live Saturday on ESPN. The NFL on ESPN roars into Week 3 with Sunday Night Football. It's an epic battle between two AFC powerhouses. Tom Brady leads the Patriots into hostile territory when they face the rough and rugged Ravens. Are you ready for some football? Patriots, Ravens, live Monday on ESPN, the home of the NFL.
The battle for poker's ultimate prize is here. The game's hottest players are all in for a jackpot worth over $8.5 million and some bling.
The only way you're going to beat me is if you get lucky.
I won!
We play 16 hours straight to get to the final table.
From Las Vegas, the 2012 World Series of Poker main event, Sunday on ESPN.
The 2012 WNBA playoffs begin September 28th on ESPN and ESPN2.
Both of these sides feature players who ply the trade in South America. So it's an entirely Brasileirão starting 11 for Brazil. And Paulinho and Ralph, the Corinthians pair, will just sit in front of the defense, allowing Jadson to push forward. Neymar, Luis Fabiano recalled for the first time since the World Cup. And also Lucas Moura in attack for Argentina. Hernan Barcos, Juan Martinez and Pablo Guiñazu all ply their trade in Brazil. For Palmeiras, Corinthians and Internacional respectively. 3 at the back, which could, Flavio, become 5 at the back. They'd be happy with a draw in this first leg, Argentina, wouldn't they?
Yeah, the coach Alejandro Sabella is putting a team to play very defensive today and trying to get some counterattacks with Barcos on the top and also Martinez. Martinez is a very fast player. And the challenge that Argentina team will have today is trying to stop the forwards, Lucas, Neymar, and Luis Fabiano. First appearance of Luis Fabiano since 2010 World Cup. So he's back to the national team. Mano Menezes, Brazilian national team coach, said that Luis Fabiano has a very good chance to be in the squad for the World Cup. Depends only on him.
Well, he's in the spotlight, Mano Menezes, especially with Filipao, as you call him in Brazil, Luis Felipe Scolari, now out of work, having been sacked by Palmeiras. And there's a coach who's won the World Cup looking for a job. Should Mano Menezes be worried?
I think they asked him this question yesterday, and he said he's not worried at all. You see Alejandro Sabella, coach of Argentina, used to be a very good player, left-footed player. But I think Filipao, Mark, he also said that, he wants to coach a national team in a World Cup. That's his desire. So, you know, it's always a challenge for anyone who's taking the position of being a Brazilian national team coach, approaching the World Cup and the team not doing well.
Great story about Alejandro Sabella, the Argentina coach. He played at Sheffield United and Leeds United in England. Sheffield United in 1978 said to Argentinos juniors, "How much for this lad Maradona?" They said, "We'll give you £400,000. Argentinos juniors said, "No." So instead they signed this young lad called Alejandro Sabella.
Wow.
They could easily have had Maradona, but Argentinos juniors wanted too much. It's Brazil against Argentina. It's the Super Classico first leg on ESPN. If you're watching this live, thank you for joining us, whether you're staying up late or it's in the morning, depending on which time zone you're in. You're very welcome. Mark Donaldson alongside Flavio Pereira.
You know, Mark, something very similar happened to Roberto Rivellini. Rivellini, when he was starting his career, as young, he went to try out at Palmeiras. They didn't give him a chance, and he went to play for Corinthians.
It's a non-international date. So the likes of Messi and other stars of Brazil and Argentina unavailable for selection. It's a chance for the homegrown players to see what they can do in the Estadio Serra Dourada. No surprise, more than 50,000 in attendance, and every time the Seleção have possession, the noise levels will intensify.
Yeah, big crowd today at Serra Dourada for this match.
Today with the ball forward. Lucas Marquez at Botafogo, the right fullback for Brazil.
I like the way that Mano's putting this team together, having half playing alongside Paulinho on the midfield. They both know each other a lot, play together for Corinthians. Then you have Jadson, Lucas, and Luis Fabiano from São Paulo playing together on the midfield and forward. So it's a big advantage that Brazil will have today with the combination of the midfield and forwards, players that are used to play with each other on their own teams.
Second leg will take place on the 2nd of October in the Estadio Centenario in Resistencia, home of second division side Club Atlético Sarmiento. The stadium is host to Goiás normally, and a second division side as well in Brazil, currently third in the table. Neymar, all eyes on him. Lucas Marquez, Lucas Moura, who joined Paris Saint-Germain in January. Neymar goes down quickly by Rodrigo Brania. Expect Brazil to have a lot of possession tonight. Hopefully, from their perspective, they do better with it than that pass out wide for Fabio Santos.
Yeah, left back from Corinthians, Fabio Santos, is having his first chance with the national team. See how he does today.
The two fullbacks are both international debutants for Brazil. Lucas Marquez on the right, Fabio Santos on the left. Everybody else has at least 3 caps. Fabio Santos initially going in hard, and then eventually a challenge from Ralph. And then Barcos could easily have been playing for Ecuador. Had a spell with Quito. Didn't think he'd ever get a chance for Argentina. So applied for Ecuadorian citizenship. That stalled. And now he's been called up, and he makes his debut for Argentina. The pony-tailed number 9. The boys in blue and white. Well left by Dede, who's attracted a lot of admiring glances from Europe, Flavio. He plays his football for Vasco da Gama. Made his debut at Argentina in the 2-0 Super Classico win last year. How good could he be, Dede?
I think he's a great defender. A defender that likes to go forward, and he scores goals, very aggressive. He knows how to play from the back. Last year he had a very strong year. Early this year he got injury, took him for a while to get back in shape, and now he's playing his best soccer again. It's very good for him, for the Brazil national team, and Vasco da Gama as well.
Gino Peruzzi and Juan Martinez just running out of room there. Forward by Neymar. Does have a protective blue cast on his right wrist. That's why Neymar should stick to attacking and being skillful. Initially, he thought he'd been penalised, but referee for this one, Carlos Amarilla of Paraguay, giving the free kick for Brazil for the handball by Gino Peruzzi. Lucas Moura. Anywhere will do for Gino Peruzzi.
Great run by Lucas. He looks very comfortable, Lucas. He didn't play very well the match against South Africa when the game was played at Morumbi Stadium, São Paulo house. And he did better against China. We see today playing alongside Luis Fabiano.
It is again. It's good to see Luis Fabiano back in the Brazilian squad, winning his 44th cap tonight. I think even he would have thought after the World Cup 2 years ago that his international career was pretty much over after he wasn't selected for the first few matches after South Africa.
Yeah, the fact that Luis Fabiano is there helps a lot. Players, young players like Neymar, takes a little bit of pressure away from Neymar. That's something that Mano Menezes was thinking when he called Ronaldinho Gaúcho to play for the national team, to balance a little bit the pressure. Neymar is such a young player. Oscar is not playing today. He's another very young player. He needs to have that balance. Take the pressure away from the young players.
Hernan Barcos. Quickly closed down. Well away by Rivera. You mentioned Oscar. He scored 2 for Chelsea today in a 2-2 draw against Juventus. The second goal was sublime. This is Lucas Moura. Heavy touch. And a good challenge by Leandro De Zabato.
Well, the Brazilians scored a lot of goals yesterday and today in the Champions League, eh, Mark?
Yeah, that's because there were plenty playing. Alex and Thiago Silva scoring for Paris Saint-Germain yesterday. Last time Brazil played a match in Goiás last year against the Netherlands, 0-0 draw. Ramirez was sent off that day. Mano Menezes' side.
You know the history about this Super Clásico. Starting back in 1914, it was the first time that Brazil played Argentina, and Argentina beat Brazil 3-0.
Do you remember the game? Were you commentating?
No, I wasn't there.
Way back when. It's a traditional rivalry that no matter who you support in the world, you want to see Brazil against Argentina. It's like on a club, domestic level, like a Barcelona, Real Madrid. It's the one you want to see.
Yeah, exactly. They used to call like Copa Roca. They had a tournament, official tournament called Copa Roca when they play against each other. And at that time, they were playing using all the best players. That's something that's not happening today.
It does give an opportunity to those who ply their trade in the Brazilian and Argentine leagues. Maybe stake a claim for inclusion in forthcoming World Cup qualifiers, especially the Argentines. It's a bit tough for Brazil, though, because it's just friendlies all the way until the World Cup. They have got the Confederations Cup next year.
Yeah, the draw will be in December this year.
Won by Jadson. Give and go by Lucas Marquez. Played by Paulinho. It's going to help him today, Paulinho, playing alongside Ralph, his teammate from Corinthians. Another one, Fabio Santos from Corinthians.
Look, Argentina is just keeping Barcos on the top.
This Marquez of Botafogo. Paulinho. Fabio Santos with the arm up. As we expected inside the opening 8 or 9 minutes. A lot of possession for Brazil. Nice intricate passing. Jadson and Neymar. And then thumped clear by Lisandro Lopez. A little push there by Hernan Barcos. His son is Ecuadorian. It's part of the reason why he wanted to become an Ecuadorian citizen. Also thought it would be slightly easier to get a game for them than it would be for the nation of his birth, Argentina. Neymar. Again, Fabio Santos providing space and support. Neymar's continued the run. And ball by Luis Fabiano.
Luis Fabiano was the top scorer of Brazil in the last World Cup, scoring 3 goals. He has played against Argentina 4 times, never lost to Argentina, 2 wins and 2 draws.
His last Brazilian appearance was against the Netherlands at the World Cup. 2-1 defeat in the quarter-final. Fabio still hasn't recovered from a quarter-final loss. As a Scotsman, wouldn't know what a quarter-final loss at a World Cup was. Struggling to remember what a World Cup is and anything else. Barcos. This is Peruzzi. They have got little terriers in midfield, Paulinho and Ralph. They hunt in packs, that pair.
And Paulinho is very happy with his decision not to leave Corinthians, stick in Brazil, into the World Cup.
Yeah, he had options to go to Europe, didn't he?
Yeah. One of the main reasons, he said that he wanted to get a chance to play for the national team, and he got it. I like the way he plays, Mark, because he's a center midfield that likes to go forward, and he finished well the play. He can strike the ball very well.
He made the decision to stay at Corinthians. Lucas Moura has made the decision to go to Paris Saint-Germain. He did speak with Manu Menezes as if to say, well, look, if I go, am I still going to be considered for international duty? And Manu said, of course.
Yeah, I think it will help Lucas that Manu will remember Thiago and then, oh, okay, Lucas played there too. No. He knows he's a great player. He has a spot on this national team for sure, Lucas.
Assuming Manu Menezes stays in charge. Have to get on the phone to the next coach, if there is one, to the World Cup. Neymar. 6 Olympic goals. Both in the build-up and 2 at the Olympics themselves against Egypt and Honduras. Paraguayan officials with Pericles Cortez, the 4th official from Brazil. The flag from Carlos Caceres was a good one.
Good one, yeah. You see, the Brazil's having a hard time to try to get this ball behind the Argentina defense. They have like 5 players in the back there.
I take it the reaction in Brazil to an 8-0 win over China was slightly better than the 1-0 win over South Africa 4 days prior to that win over China.
Yeah, Manu Menezes said that, well, I think it's better if we win 3-0, because he got criticized a lot because China was very, very weak team that Brazil played. And we have to be realistic. But that was an opportunity for a lot of those players score goals and feel good about it, which is important.
Thumped clear by Lisandro Lopez ahead of Neymar. This is football for Arsenal, Di Sarandi. 8 of the 11 for Argentina play their domestic football in their home country. 3 play in Brazil. Home soil for Guiñazu, Barcos and Martinez. Seen 2 fixtures last year in September. 0-0 in Argentina, in Cordoba, the Mario Kempes Stadium. And 2-0 Brazil in Pará. Lucas Moura and Neymar with second-half goals for a 2-0 aggregate win.
Yeah, this year the second leg will be played in Argentina.
Resistencia. has a capacity of 25,000. The Stadio Centenario for the second leg. In choosing that stadium, the Argentinian authorities didn't think that it would be a match that would attract that many Argentina fans to the game, which was a bit of a surprise. They've chosen a stadium for the second leg of only 25,000.
You see the names of the players on the bench. Brazil, we saw Arouca, Thiago Neves plays for Fluminense, Carlinhos. Very important bench that Mano Menezes has today.
Fabio Santos. Neymar. I often think it must be tough for Neymar's teammates to know what he's going to do next, because sometimes it looks as though Neymar doesn't know what he's going to do next himself.
That's true, Mark.
He's certainly not frightened to try things, Neymar.
Muricy Ramalho, Santos coach, asked Mano Menezes not to call Neymar for this Super Clásico, this game and the second leg. But Mano Menezes said, well, when he comes to the national team, that's when he rested the most. And Neymar is suspended. He cannot play this weekend for Santos against Portuguesa.
He covered Sweden against Brazil back in August when Brazil won 3-0 in Solna. And Santos had a private plane to get Neymar back. I think they played Figueirense the next night.
Yes, it was Figueirense.
Yeah, and he played. I mean, he plays an inordinate amount of football. He wants to play, make no mistake about that. But he's a human being, and there's only so much that any human's body, he might be 20 and fit as a fiddle or a butcher's dog, but there's only so much that a human body can take.
And he scored such a beautiful goal this weekend in the game that Santos beat Curitiba. Actually, he scored 2 goals, but his first goal was a beautiful goal.
He reminds me a little bit of Lionel Messi. If the manager says to him, do you want to play? He's going to say yes. Do you want to rest? No, I'm fine. Wide by Ralphs. Lucas Marquez. The support from Lucas Moura. The best ball. This is Paulinho. Quarter of an hour gone, 0-0. Still awaiting on either goalkeeper being tested. Haven't yet discussed the Brazilian goalkeeping situation.
And the way that Argentina is playing with the entire team behind the line of the ball, Brazil needs to move this ball one side to the other, and the players, they need a lot of movement off the ball. Otherwise, it will be so easy for Argentina to just defend.
Well, there's practically 8 Argentinians behind the ball, 5 at the back, and 3 defensive midfielders. Not easy to find space. So they'll try it out wide with Lucas Marquez. Neymar, once again the arm up from Fabio Santos. Well, one back by Rodrigo Brania.
It's a typical game that can be decided on a set piece, the way that both teams are playing. We have 16, almost 17 minutes in, no shots yet.
Argentina's next competitive action is the World Cup qualifier against Uruguay, first against 4th. Just 2 points separate, in fact 3 points separate the top 6. 2 points separate the top 5 in the South American CONMEBOL World Cup qualifying. Not too much of Rodrigo Brania so far. Plays his football for Estudiantes, teammate of Leandro de Sabato. Herman Rey, also at Estudiantes, is on the bench. 6 different Brasileirão clubs are represented for Brazil. Argentina get the decision. Bede does not agree.
Oh, this player Guianzo, he's a player that is very hard to beat. He's very strong on marking. He plays for Internacional Porto Alegre, plays in Brazil.
did have one season in Europe, Guiñazú, Perugia, 2000-2001. Only season he's played outside of South America, but he's a stereotypical defensive midfielder. He'll get stuck in, he'll not give you any space or time on the ball as well. And it's interesting, the selection for this one of Alejandro Sabella, the Argentine coach, because Rodrigo Braña is pretty similar to him. Maxi Rodriguez will give you a little bit more flair.
Yeah, Maxi Rodriguez is a little bit more experienced player, more technical than Guiñazú and Braña, but you're definitely right, Mark. Braña is very similar than Guiñazú. Both players are very strong market players.
I think he's been the best outlet so far for Brazil, Fabio Santos, but gives it away rather easily. Guiñazú finding Juan Martinez.
You know, another interesting fact about this match. Go ahead, Mike.
Overlapping run made by Clemente Rodriguez. This is decent from Argentina. This is very good from Argentina. Juan Martinez. Now that's something we didn't expect to see after the opening 19 minutes and the way this game's gone. Argentina have the lead in Goiás. That's what it means. 1-0.
And they move the ball so well, one side to the other. Look, Martinez receiving the ball and finish inside the box. Jefferson didn't even move. What happened is that Argentina, when they go forward, they have more space. And they did well. They moved this ball well, one side to the other, finding Martinez inside the box to finish. This game will become more interesting now, Mark.
Just what this game needed. It's now going to open up, surely. Brazil 0, Argentina 1. And Juan Martinez, in only his third appearance, scores his first goal for his country, and all the more special in that he plays his football for Corinthians in Brazil.
Yes.
Up against teammates domestically, Paulinho, Ralph and Fabio Santos. But at the other end, Luis Fabiano had a great opportunity to immediately level this tie.
Great cross on the ground to Luis Fabiano. Hit the ball strong, but hit too much under the ball. Missed first shot that Brazil had. Great play by Lucas, crossing this ball. He had two defenders putting a pressure on him. But I was saying, Mark, before the goal, something very interesting also about this match. That was the first time Brazil scored, Pelé scored against playing for Brazil national team was against Argentina back in 1957 when Pelé played his first game for Brazil. It was at the Maracanã Stadium against Argentina, and Argentina won 2-1, but Pelé scored the goal. And it was his first match wearing the yellow jersey of Brazil.
Look at the defending here. Hernan Barcos, good feet. He has support. He gets the corner. Has someone just turned the light on as far as Argentina are concerned?
Barcos is so dangerous inside the box with the ball on his feet. He's very composed. That's why he's been scoring so many goals this year. Even that his team is not doing well in the Brasileirão, Palmeiras.
7 points from safety in the Brazilian League Championship, Palmeiras, but Hernan Barcos is free from those shackles this evening. It's a massive yellow and blue in the stands, but it's blue and white on the field with the lead. First goal for Juan Martinez for his country, and his first since he scored against Santos in a match you and I covered on ESPN. 3-2 win.
Look at that, nice.
Well, they might be smiling right now, but
Brazil jersey, Argentina jersey.
Yeah, hey.
A lot of family today. A lot of families at this stadium today.
The smiles still be on the faces of Brazilian fans for 90 minutes. He's probably thinking, yeah, we're just giving you a chance. Let's see what Brazil have now. Ralph. Neymar. Intricate with Jadson. Oscar Ustari, only his second appearance. Actually went to the World Cup in 2006, Ustari, the Boca Juniors goalkeeper. No wonder he's smiling. His team are 1-0 up. 5-1 you could have got on Argentina. I still wouldn't be counting the cash just yet. That might be like a red rag to the bull. Let's find out what kind of reaction Brazil have. I think the game needed that goal. This is Jadson. Luis Fabiano had that opportunity 60 seconds after Martinez had scored but fired over.
I think it's very important for Argentina. They keep playing the same way they started the match. Defending, getting the players behind the line of the ball. Now they are ahead 1-0. I don't think they need to change anything. We'll see how Brazil will react. Be down 1-0.
The last 6 meetings have been split. 2 wins for Brazil, 2 wins for Argentina, and 2 draws. I have to go back to June 2005, the last time Argentina won against Brazil competitively. Obviously, this one doesn't count. By 3-1. And this is eagerly awaited this year because Brazil are not having to qualify for the World Cup, so you don't have the home and away World Cup qualifying fixture between the two nations. Should be a free kick. Referee, the belated whistle, the foul by Clemente Rodriguez of Boca Juniors.
Yeah, the first free kick opportunity that Brazil will have on this match. Neymar has been taking the free kicks for Brazil and also for Santos, and he's been doing well. He's training a lot free kicks.
12 goals in 22 appearances for his country, Neymar.
Weber is very dangerous, and he had as well Dede, the 2 defenders.
We've seen Dede score for Vasco da Gama. You're unfamiliar with the spray. It does disappear after a couple of minutes. It does a good job marking out the 10 yards. No cheating. And just a yard or 2 forward. Neymar and his nose stroke with the free kick. Decent delivery. Equalizing goal. Simple. Paulinho. First goal for his country. And after Martinez of Corinthians scored at the other end, Paulinho of Corinthians scores at that end. 1-0.
Nice delivery by Neymar. And the attention of all the Argentina defenders. They were with Weber and Dede. And let's see, when Neymar plays the ball, Paulinho, I think he looks like a little bit ahead.
It's gone in off his shoulder. Not that that's a problem, but he's gone for the header. See, this gives you a good angle. Yep, off his left shoulder. Nothing wrong with that. The only complaint that Argentina have is whether the flag should have gone up or not.
Yeah.
I think benefit of the doubt was correct.
I agree, Mark. And Paulinho showing again that he is a center midfielder that can score goals.
Boys and girls, we've got a game on. Now I wonder if that Argentina fan with a big smile on his face is equally as chirpy. Let's take another look. Well,
yeah, he's a little bit ahead, huh?
But assistants are told, give the attacker the benefit of the doubt if you're unsure. Is there daylight? Not really. In off the shoulder.
Off the shoulder, yeah.
Carlos Caceres kept his flag down. Nothing to do with the fact he's got 40-odd thousand Brazilians behind him. He would be rather angry if that flag had gone up. An unlikely goal scorer for Brazil. There's 4 for Corinthians in the Brasileirão. Actually scored at the weekend at Palmeiras in a 2-0 win. More of a defensive midfielder. Paulinho, head, shoulder, whatever. 1-1.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons that he is in the national team now. It's very important to have a player that comes from the back and can finish well. It's always a surprise when he makes those runs behind the defense.
Really good delivery from Neymar from the free kick. What do you do? Watch the ball, watch the leg, watch the boot. Janssen could have been playing his football today for Shakhtar Donetsk against North Zealand in the Champions League. They won that one. 2-0. Rodriguez. It's good to see him getting forward because he's the kind of left of the five defenders. It's a very flexible formation. It can be defensive with five at the back, but it can also be three at the back with the two wing backs. Marcos for Clemente Rodriguez. Three in the box. Took a while to get going this one, but nice tempo to it now. Options for Brazil. Luis Fabiano keeps it going. Jadson for Neymar. Against Lisandro Lopez. Gets the corner.
Well, Lucas was right open on the right side. Well, it's a nice breakaway by Brazil. Started all the way from the back with Paulinho.
Don't get me started about the world rankings with them in 12th. Behind Croatia and Denmark. Does somebody put some balls in a bag and pick numbers out? Crazy. Brazil 12, Argentina 7. And some England fans think that their third place is a bit ridiculous. Certainly, if you questioned them after the Ukraine match recently, they would say that. Neymar's delivery in. Fresh air swipe from Barcos, and a little push by Paulinho. What do you expect when you've got Corinthians against Palmeiras there?
Yeah, it was a very intense match this week at Palmeiras and Corinthians.
Yeah, they meet again after meeting at the weekend. Luis Fabiano and Sebastian Dominguez battling. We said right at the start, there's no love lost between these two. A little pat on the buttock.
Well, Romarinho scored against Palmeiras this week and then went to celebrate by Palmeiras fans.
Yeah,
and that when everything started.
That didn't go down too well. Neymar. Good challenge by Brania. Instructions from Alejandro Sabella right beside the atmosphere mic. Regular watchers of the Brasileirão on ESPN will know that Chite normally has a mic beside him, the coach. Fabio Santos. Neymar. Doesn't hang around. Lucas Moura. It's the run made by Lucas Marquez down the right. Wasn't quick enough, so instead he goes left. Fabio Santos from Neymar. Poor challenge by Maxi Rodriguez, but his teammate got him out. Flag up against Hernan Barcos. Good advantage played by our Paraguayan referee. They're not doing well at all in the World Cup qualifiers, Paraguay. Bottom of the table. Jadson, little push. No, says referee Amaria. Guinyazu may have committed an infringement.
You know, all of those players that are playing for Brazil today, Mark, there's a big chance that we will see Lucas, Neymar, and Luis Fabiano being that Brazil attack in the next World Cup.
Do a lot worse.
I think that with Luis Fabiano, Brazil gains a little bit more speed on the front than playing with Damião.
Not a bad option to have. Just over half an hour gone at Estadio Serra Dourada. Brazil 1, Argentina 1. The wayside taking the lead after 20 minutes through Juan Martinez of Corinthians, who's signing recently from Vélez Sarsfield. The equalizer from Paulinho.
This goal that Brazil scored tying this match was very important because that keeps the crowd behind Brazil. There's a lot of pressure under Mano Menezes to do better job. You know, Brazil didn't play well against South Africa, even though Brazil won 1-0, didn't play well. And the game against China, I don't think we can count that game.
Goiás for this one. Brazil played here in over a year, following a 0-0 draw against the Netherlands. They're back. 1-1 in this time. Away by Jadson. Going straight back. Fabio Santos. Argentine hero Mario Kempes doing the commentary for our friends at Deportes. Former Juventud under-18 player Flavio Pereira alongside me. That's up there with winning a World Cup, isn't it? Playing for Juventud in Brazil. Give you that. 1-0. Martinez, Paulinho with the goals in Goiás.
Mario Kempes played against Brazil in 1978 World Cup in Argentina. Argentina ended up winning the World Cup. And Battle of Rosario was called that match, and it ended up 0-0. Brazil-Argentina.
Yeah, no goals, but plenty incidents in that one.
Mario Kempes was the top scorer of that World Cup, scoring 6 goals.
This is Lucas Moura. Neymar in support. Double teamed again. Well played by Argentina. Guiñazú. 34 years old now, Guiñazú. Maybe unable to cover the ground he used to. Still handy to have in his team. Fabio Santos not fouled, according to referee Amaria. Well, the literal translation of his surname is yellow for the referee. From Spanish to English, and he's not really given the team wearing yellow too much so far. I think it's folly to have a man marking job on Neymar, because look how far you're going to get pulled out of position if you decide that you're just going to shadow all around the field.
And I can see, Mark, that Mano asked Neymar to move a little bit, not to be only on the left side, which is very important for him.
10 to the break, 1-1. Lucas Marquez happy to take the throw.
Yeah, he has ability to play any side of the attack. You can see him running for the ball on the right side now.
The Brazilian goal scorer, Paulinho. Away by Sebastian Dominguez. Clever header from Fabio Santos, and then the slip. Me ref, says Juan Martinez. Forced back. Build from the back once more. First leg of the Super Clásico on ESPN. Well, this is Luis Fabiano to settle for Brazil's second corner.
Another great play by Lucas, going diagonal, dribbling the ball so well, and finding Luis Fabiano, who took Lucas' position when he made the run to the middle.
I wonder whose position Lucas will take at Paris Saint-Germain. They were very impressive on Tuesday against the Champions League. By 4 goals to 1 against Dinamarca. Corner swung in. Neymar felt he was maybe being held. Paris Saint-Germain match featured goals from Brazilians, Thiago Silva and Alex, and from an Argentine, Rui Pastore. So he's not going to be without friends when he heads over there in January, Lucas Moura. Some transfer fee, though, $50 million, around £35 million. Is he worth it? What do you think?
Well, I think he would. But I don't know if he would that much. He's a great player, no doubt about that. But every time that a player gets up to Europe, price keep going up. I cannot imagine if Neymar was sold today, how much would they pay for Neymar?
I think what might happen with Neymar, I think what he would probably prefer is no transfer fee. Let his contract expire at Santos. He's contracted until 2014. And then it means more money for him if they don't have to pay a transfer fee. You would imagine there are very few clubs that can afford Neymar. Barcelona, Real Madrid. Here's another look at the goal scored by Juan Martinez. And the delivery from Neymar and the header by Paulinho. It's the only other teams that could afford Neymar would probably be Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City.
Oh, Lucas, no doubt about it. He's one of the top players in Brazil right now. Neymar is better than him, but he's a great player, Lucas.
And he is again. And double teaming. He wanted a foul, then he wanted a handball, Lucas Moura. The only main player that Argentina normally give a game to if everybody's fit would be Rodrigo Branya. And even then, he may be unlikely to start. He did play a couple of weeks ago against Paraguay in the 3-1 win. Started that match. He's the only player in the starting 11 today for Argentina who gets a start or is usually considered. As far as Brazil are concerned, they have plenty.
Didn't have to commit this foul. Just contain the player. Now Argentina will have a chance on the set piece, and then you have Marcos very dangerous in the air.
Silly foul by Ralph on Juan Martinez. $7 million, about £4.5 million, £5 million. Corinthians paid Vélez Sarsfield on the 15th of July to get Martinez. Jefferson's hardly had anything to do apart from pick the ball at the back of the net, the Brazilian goalkeeper. Little decoy there from Maxi Rodriguez. Still the jostling continues. Reversing, he got hit in the face. Paulinho complaining. Play nicely, boys. Poor delivery after all that. Now the counter's on. Can Neymar get there first? He's a little menace, isn't he?
No, there were 4 Argentinian players after that ball.
He's like your little brother when you were younger, who was much better at everything than you, much quicker, kept running away from you.
Yes, come here.
Just couldn't get near him. Foul by Fabio Santos.
That's why Neymar at one point he needs rest. His style playing is
all action, isn't it?
All action.
What a star. Superstar in Brazil. If you aren't able to catch our weekly Brasileirão coverage, when Santos play, the second half is usually delayed because he's got that many sponsors that help pay his wages, Neymar. He usually comes out with one of the different sponsors' products every single week. One week, he came out with a giant can of Red Bull. The next week, he was wearing a watch.
I guess that's the key to keep him playing there.
They don't care. Referees are like, come on, let's get this started on time. He's probably got that right wrist protector sponsored as well. Will this delivery from the set piece be better than the last one? Not really. 2 minutes to half-time plus stoppages. 1-0 in Goiás. High boot from Neymar.
Yes. Good call by the referee. He's doing a good job.
Is that high enough for you? Perutz.
One thing I like on this first half, Mark, not many fouls.
No, because we spoke before we came on air, and there's a concern. We were reading some of the Brazilian newspapers online. There's a concern that they might try and get at Neymar, some of the Argentines, whether it's Guiñazú or Blania.
Yeah, Guiñazú, exactly. Those kind of players that play very rough, tough, but we haven't seen. Now playing the ball up.
There we go, right on cue. Foul Johnson.
But so far for a Brazil-Argentina match.
Yeah, it's been pretty timid, certainly with the tackles. I love how the referees in Brazil and South America now go about looking like graffiti artists with a can of spray paint permanently attached to their belt. It is, of course, the 10-yard marker. The spray that disintegrates after a couple of minutes. Good idea.
You know, one player I like to see, Mark, maybe today is Bernard, a young player, 20 years old, that plays for Atlético Mineiro. Very good attacking player, forward, very fast,
yeah, he's
skillful.
And only 5'4".
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get the chance to see him in the second half.
He's having a great Brazil around this year.
That'll do us for the first half. No stoppage time whatsoever. Referee keen to get in for some refreshment. Juan Martinez of Corinthians giving Argentina the lead. Paulinho of Corinthians equalizing 6 minutes later. We'll take a look back on the first half. The highlights on ESPN when we return. Don't go away. Back shortly.
Inside that wireless microphone is something powerful, a battery. And when it just has to work, people everywhere trust Duracell. One reason, Duralock Power Preserve. It locks in the power for 10 years in storage, guaranteed. No wonder more shows on Broadway trust one brand of battery in their microphones. Duracell. Whether you're on Broadway or the Cherry Lane School, important things happen every day. Duracell with Duralock. Trusted everywhere.
Our team believes they got heart. We got greatness in us.
This could be the best defense in the country.
Watkins, and he's gone.
Manuel looking for 6. Touchdown.
The Seminole Nation is ready to rock.
Clemson, Florida State, live Sunday on ESPN.
The NFL on ESPN rocks on with Monday Night Football. League MVP Aaron Rodgers looks to keep the Packers rolling. They head to Seattle to take on rookie QB Russell Wilson and the surprising Seahawks. Packers, Seahawks, live Tuesday on ESPN's Monday Night Football.
1-1 at the break in the first leg of the Super Clásico. Brazil against Argentina. Second leg at Estadio Centenario in Resistencia in a couple of weeks' time. Argentina taking the lead, and she was happy when her team equalized soon after. This is the opening goal, though. Work initially from Martinez with a give and go, and he did get it back from Clemente Rodriguez. Nice finish, leaving Jefferson helpless.
Yeah, I like the way that Argentina moved this ball from one side to the other, finding Martinez inside the box to finish this play. And he was very composed, receiving the ball and hitting with the left foot, putting Argentina ahead 1-0.
Luis Fabiano should have done better or could have done better here?
I think he should have done better. It was a great cross by Lucas. He had two players marking him. He found the space to cross the ball on the ground to Luis Fabiano.
Equalizing goal, great delivery. Onside, offside. They're not hanging around. Paulinho put the ball into the back of the net, asking questions later.
Yeah, I think he was offside, we can see here. But a little bit offside, what do we call that? And he finished, tied the game 6 minutes after Argentina scored their first goal. It was very important for Brazil, tying this match, answering right back.
I think 1-1 is a fair reflection of what we've seen so far, don't you?
Yes, I agree, Mark. Argentina start playing very defensive, having like 5 players in the back, just keeping Marcos on the top, and they scored first after a very nice play in Brazil tied the game. I think it's a fair result so far.
There's a reverse angle look at Neymar's delivery off the shoulder. Hey, they all count, don't they? 1-1 at the break.
It's NRL preliminary finals, and sportsbet.com.au is giving your money back. On Saturday night, if Ben Barber scores a try, we'll refund your first bet on the match. If Barber scores, the money's yours. Sportsbet.com.au. Find us in the App Store.
The challenge of my life is to find out how far I can take it.
If you believe in it, then anything is possible.
Inside that wireless microphone is something powerful, a battery. And when it just has to work, people everywhere trust Duracell. One reason, Duralock Power Preserve. It locks in the power for 10 years in storage, guaranteed. No wonder more shows on Broadway trust one brand of battery in their microphones. Duracell. Whether you're on Broadway or the Cherry Lane School, important things happen every day. Duracell with Duralock. Trusted everywhere.
It's NRL preliminary finals, and sportsbet.com.au is giving your money back. On Saturday night, if Ben Barber scores a try, we'll refund your first bet on the match. If Barber scores, the money's yours. Sportsbet.com.au. Find us in the App Store.
Baseball tells the story of a flawless performance. April 21st, 2012. Philip Humber throws a perfect game.
He swung. Brzezinski has got to throw it down. It's a perfect game for Philip Humber on the 21st of April, 2012 in Seattle.
Be there for the moments you won't forget. Dodgers, Reds, live Saturday on ESPN.
Now, is the time. It's our night. Everybody take a photo. Wanna make this moment last like an autograph. Fast forward. So everybody raise a glass. Gonna celebrate and have a good time. Tonight. The rest of your life.
I suppose everybody's pretty happy at half-time, 1-1. Nothing really to complain about. The Brazilians would hope for another goal. Take a lead to Resistencia for the second leg. A little Spanish top in there as well. How did that get in? They're not playing.
They are everywhere.
Yeah, they are indeed. So the CONMEBOL FIFA rankings. Well, you can take this any way you want. Brazil maybe third in South America as it stands. Uruguay top.
Yeah, the fact that Uruguay won the last Copa America brought him to the top.
Yeah, they're fifth in the world rankings overall. Brazil down at 12. It's a bit of a misnomer. Greece in 11th. Denmark 10th. Croatia. Check your listings. You may be lucky enough for Philadelphia Union against DC United from the MLS. ESPN Deportes. When we come back, the second half from Goiás. Brazil find a way of getting victory against Argentina. Find out when you come back.
I know it's been a rough month, but we're gonna have to work through the night. What the heck's that parrot doing here?
Parrot? What parrot?
Sir? Everything all right?
Boss? You don't look so good.
Might have burned out, sir. Maybe you should go home.
Okay. Maybe this can wait till Monday.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Spring down.
Hello. I'd like to tell you about Bet365.com, the world's biggest online sports betting company. The reason why they're the world's #1 is very simple. They do great odds on a massive choice of sports. And guess what? Bet365.com is now based in Australia.
The Passat now comes with sat-nav and rear-view camera as standard. The Passat. Pleasure before business.
Volkswagen. Das Auto.
The NFL on ESPN rocks on with Monday Night Football. League MVP Aaron Rodgers looks to keep the Packers rolling. They head to Seattle to take on rookie QB Russell Wilson and the surprising Seahawks. Packers, Seahawks, live Tuesday on ESPN's Monday Night Football.
Oh my goodness! What a goal!
Watch every UEFA Champions League match live on your laptop,
50 Champions League goals!
tablet,
For the Argentine maestro.
or mobile.
Once again, fantastic build-up from the home.
ESPN3.com. Anytime, anywhere. Log on today.
Neymar had a smile on his face. A hat-trick against China in Recife last Monday. Samba rhythm, in part, evident in the first half, but they're having fun in the stands. Never too young for a game of football. Menezes under pressure, but is hanging on as Brazilian coach.
Yeah, and then we see some dribbling, some moves by Neymar. Neymar scored 3 goals against China, and then he went to play for Santos, play against Flamengo. Santos won 2-0. He scored 1 goal, and then Saturday they play against Curitiba. He scored 2 goals.
Goiás owl watching over proceedings, giving a BDR. Speaking of animals, what on earth is the World Cup mascot all about? An endangered armadillo.
Yes, endangered species. Tatu Bola is the mascot of the World Cup.
Brazil won, Argentina won at half-time.
And you know, Mark, they have already the name for the soccer ball.
Brazuca.
Brazuca, exactly.
So you have a brazuca as your official match ball. You have an endangered armadillo for your mascot. And there's an owl watching proceedings in Goiás.
And they decided the name of this mascot. It's between Amijubu, Fuleco, or Zuzeco.
Make it easy for the English speakers, please.
The ball, soccer ball, named Brazuca. I think Zuzeco will be good.
That's easy enough. I need to work on the other 3, though. I'm going to have to get less. Swansea Everton coming up on Saturday. Check your local guides. Michael Laudrup. Start to the season for Swansea, his team against Everton. What a game that was against Newcastle on Monday evening, local time in Liverpool. They thought they had it, and it was snatched away from them. They thought they had it again, and then it was snatched away from them again. Everton, that should be a good one. Swansea Everton this weekend.
You know, Mark, as Brazil is preparing for the World Cup, the program of volunteers for the World Cup is being very successful. More than 120,000 people already signed up to be a voluntary during the World Cup.
For anybody who's hoping to be there with their country in 2014, what's the latest situation with the infrastructure, the stadiums, and more importantly, the transport system?
They're working on that, Mark, and the stadiums very progressed the way they are building and renovating those stadiums. It will be 12 different sites for this World Cup, and the transportation, they work on it, and the air transportation is very good in Brazil.
Pretty close, isn't it? Brazil 34 wins, Argentina 35 wins. Last time they met was in New Jersey in June. The Giant Stadium, or MetLife Stadium. 4 goals to 3. Let's take another look at the Argentina goal in the first half. After 20 minutes, the given goal from Juan Martinez, got it back from Clemente Rodriguez. What could the Brazilian defense have done better there? Could they have got a bit closer, or was it just a good run? And consequently, what about the Argentina defense? They know what kind of ball is going to be delivered in.
Yeah, they did well, because Paulinho was offside when he came to this ball, and there's nothing that he can do about that. Neymar, a great deliverer. He's very good on free kicks. And when Argentina scored that goal, when the ball went outside the box, they should have kept the eyes on the player making the run inside. In that case was Martinez. He had plenty of time to receive the ball inside the box between 3 Brazilian defenders and even finish.
Well, onside or offside, when the ball is kicked right there, he has strayed into an offside position, but the assistant on the far side, Carlos Caceres, there he is, adamant the flag was to stay down. There wasn't enough daylight for him. They say you should give the attacker the benefit of the doubt if you're unsure. If it was a World Cup final, it might be slightly different. Still quite important. Brazil against Argentina, second half about to start. Donaldson alongside Flavio Pereira. do the next 45 minutes have in store before we head to Resistencia in Argentina for the second leg in a fortnight?
That will be the first week of October.
Yeah, the home of Club Atlético Sarmiento. Don't worry, I've already asked Mario Kempes about that one. Second division side. A bit like Goiás, where this stadium is hosting the first leg.
The Atlético Goianiense, Goiás, and Vila Nova, they play there. The three most popular teams in Goiás.
Very populated city, not too far from the capital, Brasilia. And then Barcos forward. And Martinez eventually joined by Maxi Rodriguez in the area. This is Hernan Barcos, good defending. He's quick, Neymar, but he ain't that quick. Clearance by Sebastian Dominguez.
Yeah, with the fact that the Argentina defense line played too deep, we haven't got a chance to see Neymar making those runs in an open space with the ball. Because Argentina is playing all the way in the back. So Brazil didn't find a lot of space in the first half. We'll see it now in the second half.
Alejandro Sabella, the Argentina coach, will be pretty happy with the first half. He's come here to keep it tight, keep it alive for the second leg in Resistencia.
Yeah, they gave a goal on a set piece, on a free kick. And I like the way that Argentina was marking so well, and at the same time, they were very careful, trying to not commit fouls, because they know Brazil is always dangerous on free kicks. And then Brazil ended up scoring a goal on a free kick.
Both these two are in form. Brazil have won their last 3, albeit friendlies, after losing to Argentina in New Jersey. The Argentines unbeaten in the last 5 World Cup qualifiers. They've won 3 of them. Only Venezuela have beaten them since Brazil did in the second leg of the Supercopa last September. Lucas Moura and Neymar with the goals in Pará. This has been nothing short of a feast for Brazilian football fans to have the Seleção in Brazil. First of all, at Morumbi in Sao Paulo against South Africa, then in Recife against China, and now against Argentina. Decision to be made for the referee there. The whistle and a free kick right at the edge of the box. Carlos Amoria took his time. Argentina wanted a penalty. The free kick is the decision. Flavio.
I think it was a foul, and then he was outside the box. We can see now. But it was a foul. Good decision by the referee. Look at that. Right outside the box.
Ralph with a challenge on Maxi Rodriguez. Yeah, you can clearly see there. That was a good angle. Challenge definitely outside the area.
And he could get a yellow card for that foul.
He would argue it was shoulder to shoulder. Maxi Rodriguez argues it was just a pure barge.
Yeah, I don't think he ever intended to play that ball, because the Argentina player was ahead. So he never had a chance to get the ball, Ralph.
Play from Maxi Rodriguez. Now at Newell's Old Boys after joining from Liverpool. Atletico Madrid player as well. What a chance this is. Jefferson has not had a save to make. He conceded in the first half. He's had nothing else to do. Big chance this for Argentina. Deflection could easily have gone anywhere. Away by Brazil, and the counter-attack is on. Led by Lucas Moura.
Yeah, that was a waste. It was a great chance for Argentina. Imagine that one with Messi on the field. That position on the right side for the player that can hit with the left foot.
Neymar. Somewhat surprising. Did have support from Lucas Marquez.
Argentina has Montijo on the bench. I think he should play in the second half. He's playing well for Cruzeiro. Will bring a lot of quality to the midfield of Argentina. And he's a player that likes to go forward too.
If you're going to commit a foul, let's make it obvious. A scrappy start to the second half. It's more. In his debut against Scotland, the Emirates, March 2011, and a 2-0 win. Same game that Leandro Damião made his debut in. Linked to the move to Tottenham Hotspur in January. He's on the bench for Brazil in this one. Neymar. Lucas Moura. Shot was certainly on, as was the pass for Fabio Santos. It could still end up out there on the left. You might have to be patient. Lucas Moura, nicely away from Clemente Rodriguez. Guiñazu. Just in between Martinez and Rodriguez.
Brazil next two friendly matches will be against Iraq and Japan. And Iraq is coached by Zico.
Yeah. That match was recently added to the Brazilian schedule. Brazil against Iraq on Wednesday, the 10th of October. It's their match after the second leg against Argentina. Fabio Santos for Neymar.
You know, the Confederation Cup next year in Brazil should be very interesting with Spain, Mexico, Uruguay, Brazil playing. Look at Mano Menezes. Big challenge for him. Yeah, he wants the team to rotate more the way that Argentina is playing. And we talked about this in the first half, Mark, but very important that for Lucas and Neymar, they don't stay only in that position, right wing or left wing. They need to move around, make it more difficult for defenders to mark them.
Skills from Hernan Barcos. Peruzzi gets the throw. It must be difficult for the Brazilian Football Federation when it comes to the future of Mano Menezes. All they're doing is playing friendlies.
Yes.
And a lot of talk was if he doesn't win gold medal at the Olympics, he'd be out of a job. Menezes, he's done okay. Alejandro Sabella replaced Sergio Batista last August. He's currently got them top of the World Cup qualifying. A point from Colombia and Ecuador. Barcos. Maxi Rodriguez challenged quickly by Dede. First two appearances for his country, Dede, were both against Argentina. Super Clásico das Américas last year. challenge from Clemente Rodriguez. Referee quickly on the scene to make sure it doesn't get out of hand. I just have this vision of some sort of fight breaking out and the referee coming across and using his spray to calm things down. Enough! Sort it out, or I'll use this spray.
You're giving some ideas,
Exactly. Oh dear. The things that go on inside this brain. Lucas Moura against Clemente Rodriguez. Twisting, turning. Look at the skill here. That's ridiculously good. Lucas Marquez. Jadson. What about the skill from Lucas Moura initially?
Yeah. Small space against two defenders he was able to create. It was a great play by Lucas.
He'd struggled to get the ball off him in a phone box. And by Jadson. Poor marking. Lucas Moura. Yeah. Great talent. 19 years old. And he was on FIFA's Players to Watch list in 2011. Whoever put that together knew exactly what kind of talent he had.
Out of those three forwards today, Lucas, Luis Fabiano, and Neymar, I think Lucas is the one that's doing better. He's touching more the ball, creating more opportunities. It was the same thing in the first half. More involved in the match, Lucas.
I think I had him still as a teenager, turned 20 last month. He is again. Not the best ball for Luis Fabiano. He's been on the fringes of this match. He did have that chance after Argentina scored.
Yeah, he had two shots in the first half. One went over the bar, very far away, and the other one hit one of the Argentinian defender.
He's very comfortable with the ball at his feet, Dede.
You would expect a little bit more from the center forward playing alongside Neymar and Lucas. Very great players. But the player that is not shining a lot today is Jadson, that player that's playing behind the center forward, Luis Fabiano. He's the player that has to create, make good passes. And he's doing that playing for São Paulo. He's having a good season, Jadson.
The wave goes around the Estadio Serra Dourada. Usually means fans are bored. Hope not. Have supported the respective teams very well in this one, though. Plenty more action to come in the next half hour or so. Just slip there from Lucas Moura, so no foul. It's good pressing from Brazil high up. Forcing a quick clearance. That confuses me. Always has, always will. Backing in or over the top. I think that's a good decision. Yeah. But sometimes you see the striker kind of backing in and the defender has no choice.
It wasn't this case.
No, I think that's a good point.
But I agree with you, Mark. Marcos, when he goes back to Palmeiras, he's going to find a new coach. Gilson Kleiner was named the new coach of Palmeiras. He was coaching Ponte Preta. He left Ponte Preta. Ponte Preta is doing well on the Brasileirão. Now he's going to have a big challenge to try to keep Palmeiras in the first division.
I wonder if this is a dress rehearsal for the World Cup in 2014. How much pressure would the Brazilian coach, whether it's Mano Menezes or whoever, be under if it was Brazil, Argentina at any stage of the World Cup in 2014?
Can you imagine that match in Brazil during the World Cup with Messi there against Neymar?
That would be something else. Would it eclipse the Battle of Rosario in 1978?
Well, I think that would be another chapter in the history of Brazil, Argentina, Mark.
Neymar, flick on by Luis Fabiano. Initially, it looked as though Neymar had run out of room. No foul. Neymar looks and probably end up getting up pretty quickly. Lucas Moura. Well away by Sebastian Dominguez, however.
Johnson striking the ball, getting a lot of power. You have to do that.
Just the one international goal for Jadson. That was against Paraguay in the Copa America last July. No surprise Neymar's back up. There was a little look when he was on the deck. Going to get a change here.
Yeah, Damião. He has good options on the bench, Mark. Mano Menezes, and they better use it.
Damião and Thiago Neves, as the offside flag goes up, and both looking like they may get some action. He's been a busy boy tonight, Carlos Caceres. Got that one right. Certainly daylight. Jadson's coming off.
Yes, Thiago Neves replacing Jadson. Didn't have a very strong game, Jadson. Expect a little bit more from him, especially playing on that position. Now we'll see Thiago Neves playing for Fluminense. Fluminense is on the top of the Brasileirão this year.
How big a surprise was it when Thiago Neves went to Saudi Arabia to join Al Hilal before going to Fluminense?
Well, I think that they made him a very good offer, and that's why he left.
Someone once said money makes the world go round. Also makes decisions like that a little bit easier.
Yeah, some of the players, they go play there, and they play for a year, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's good for them. They're ready to return.
Bank balance, bank manager. Both full and happy.
And Thiago Neves is very good on striking the ball from outside the box, creating plays from the left side. He's very good with his left foot.
He's a player as well, Flavio, that can play anywhere in the three and behind the lone striker. Coming in from the right or left or playing central, which is where he's going to play. Jadson going off.
He's an attacking midfielder. He can strike the ball very well from outside the box. It's something that Brazil hasn't done so far in this match. We had a few minutes ago Jadson having an opportunity from outside the box, striking the ball.
Yeah, Jadson was able to watch his former club Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League earlier in the build-up to this one. Good to see them win 2-0 against Nordsjælland, the Danish champions. Decent match. This is Fabio Santos. Just over an hour gone. Brazil 1, Argentina 1 at Estadio Serra Dourada. Got away with that one, Oscar Ustari.
Good cross by Thiago Neves.
Involved straight away. A substitute. First of the game for either side. Barcos has done okay today. Number 9 for Argentina. Guiñazú. He's not frightened to come deep as well, Hernan Barcos. Does link very well. There he is again. Nice. Drop of the shoulder. It opens up. Maxi Rodriguez. Clemente Rodriguez. Keeper decides it's his and gets it. But again, set up by Hernan Barcos.
Yes. Very nice play by Barcos. Beating the Brazil defender on a one-on-one and not being selfish on that play.
Just too much on that one. Just signs in the last 2 or 3 minutes. This game has opened up again. The first half, first 20 minutes, if you remember, took a while to get going. Then we got the goal from Juan Martinez.
Yeah, a draw is an excellent result for Argentina playing in Brazil today. So there's no reason for them to change the way they are playing. When they bring numbers up, when they have possession of the ball, that happened a few minutes ago with Marcos, Argentina is very dangerous.
Last time Argentina got a positive result, didn't lose in Brazil, was June 2008. World Cup qualifying, a 0-0 draw. They then went to Argentina the following year and won 3-1. From Luisao and 2 from Luis Fabiano. He's not had too many chances in this one. Just the one after Juan Martinez had scored, but he ballooned it over. Tough one for Lucas Marquez to take there. I love it that when he was a player, Alejandro Sabella, the Argentina coach, his nickname was Pachora.
Pachora.
Slow coach. Wasn't the quickest. This game could do with an injection of some tempo. Get it here, Neymar. I think we've seen one challenge on him, even a free kick for it. So any worries that Argentina were out to get him? Abated. Leandro Damião getting ready to come on. It's got to be for Luis Fabiano. First match since the World Cup. 2 undefeated in the quarterfinals against the Netherlands. Fabio Santos. Lucas Moura. More central now from the arrival of Thiago Neves.
See, Argentina's just keeping Barcos on the top.
He plays the lone striker role very well. The run made by Lucas Marquez on this right-hand side. Not able to spot it, but his teammate wasn't. Now he's out of position. Behind for Clemente Rodriguez to chase, but Usain Bolt wouldn't have caught that.
Yeah, Brazil looks a little bit slow on the front, and maybe that's why Mano Menezes is making another change. Luis Fabiano is out. Damião is in. Center forward for another center forward. Damião, younger player, very technical player.
What would your report card say about Luis Fabiano in this one?
0 to 10, I give 6 to him today, Mark.
Okay. So could do better.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? Was his first game back playing for the national team today. He's a very good striker, can score goals, no doubt about that. I'm pretty sure that Mano Menezes is thinking about him, like we talked about in the first half, that Mano Menezes needs players with experience, and Luis Fabiano is one of them. And I will tell you what, another player that we like to see having another chance with Brazil is Kaká. Because no, he needs the experience of those players, Mark, for the World Cup. If he's not going to bring Ronaldinho Gaúcho, even to be part of the group, it's very important for Brazil to have this balance on their team.
Ronaldinho is certainly enjoying his football right now.
Yeah, he's playing very well. And he said this weekend, he said, well, my chance will come soon. His chance to go back to the national team.
Neymar, once again, in a different position from the last time he had the ball. In behind for Lucas Marquez. Bit of a lunge by Guiñazú, got away with that one. I think that was a free kick. Nice from Argentina. Clemente Rodriguez. Hernan Barcos. And Martinez, the opening goal scorer in this one. 50 minutes ago. Playing time. Scoring. Nice switch by Barcos. And the chance is on here, but just too much. Good alert goalkeeping by Jefferson.
Yeah, the Botafogo goalkeeper, Jefferson, hasn't worked that much today, huh?
Gino Peruzzi on his debut, so nearly getting a chance.
That's a position that Mano Menezes hasn't decided yet. Who's going to be the goalkeeper, #1 goalkeeper for Brazil?
I'm glad we got round to that discussion because there's a number of contenders. This is Neymar, including a player that we watch pretty regularly in the Brasileirão, Cavalieri.
Yeah, Diego Cavalieri plays for Fluminense.
Not even quoted. No free kick. Leandro Damião. The flag is up. This will not count. Paulinho thought he had his second, but this time Rodney Aquino of Paraguay with the flag. Wrongly, says Mano Menezes. I think it was a good flag. What do you think?
Good flag. Good call by the linesman.
It's been a matter of inches, hasn't it? Because at one end, in the first half, the flag stayed down, and it could easily have gone up. That one, I think, was a good call by the assistant.
And I think that Damião had a better option on that play. He had a pressure on him. If he had played that ball, short pass to Thiago Neves and trying to create a combination play, I think Brazil would have got a better chance to score. Because Thiago Neves was onside.
Yeah, the groundsman's nemesis, the electronic cart, comes on.
Martinelli, we will talk about the goalkeepers. Mano Menezes already called 12 different goalkeepers. He's tested so many goalkeepers. The new one is Cássio. Cássio's on the bench today.
Yeah, he spent a long time playing second fiddle to Andrés Isaacson at PSV. Who would you choose? What's the feeling in Brazil as to who the goalkeeper should be?
Well, you mentioned the name Diego Cavalieri. I like Jefferson. Jefferson is playing well every time he's playing for the national team, and he's doing a very good job for Botafogo, not only this year, last year as well. Cássio, I like to see Cássio getting his chance as a goalkeeper because he's been very strong for Corinthians. He was very strong on the Libertadores when Corinthians won the Libertadores, playing so well in the Brazilian Championship. And I think that Mano will have him playing the second match in Argentina, which will be, I believe, will be a completely different game. And today he's going to be more tested.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to be the goalkeeper for Brazil in the second leg will have to work a lot.
One of the reasons they've chosen the Estadio Centenario and Resistencia for the second leg, the fact it's only got an attendance, a capacity of 25,000. They know they're going to fill it. They know they've got a decent atmosphere. And the concern was they maybe select a larger stadium that might not be full. This is Barcos. Sandro Lopez. Gino Peruzzi. Saw during that little break in play, Neymar getting some instructions from Mano Menezes. The players actually have a good bond, a good relationship with the coach. Training yesterday, Neymar very jocular with Lucas Moura and the coach. A bit wild. He's caught late, yeah. Maybe just a bit of crap, I think, from Hernan Barcos.
Yeah.
Played at the weekend against Corinthians, a 2-0 defeat. I think he was caught, I just think it was cramp. He's worked hard today, though, Hernan Barcos.
Palmeiras fans, they love him.
To start scoring a bit more, though, because they're in deep trouble in the top
Very
flight.
deep.
Yeah, one of the most famous clubs in Brazil might not be in the top flight next season.
They're gonna be in the Libertadores because they won the Copa do Brasil, but now they're fighting to stay in the first division.
You know the next question, don't you? Who were the last non-top flight club to represent Brazil in the Libertadores? Do you know the answer?
Well, we have Paulista, we have Santo André, and we have Juventude. All those three teams play in the Libertadores, and they were playing in the second division.
I knew you'd know the answer. You're my phone a friend. And Barcos being replaced. How's your report card on him?
Well, I like the way he played. 7. I gave him 7.
Okay.
Brazil is like when you go to school, it's 0 to 10.
Funes Mori comes on. Rogelio Funes Mori of River Plate.
Oh, Wellington Ney.
Yeah, Wellington Ney replacing Lucas Moura for Brazil. Fluminense striker. Can also play wide on the right-hand side.
So he knows very well the way that Thiago Neves play. They both play together for Fluminense. Looks like Mano Menezes is keeping the same strategy.
Makes sense. Thiago Neves. 3 changes made by Menezes so far. They've had an answer, Argentina, for pretty much everything that Brazil have thrown at them today. This time last year, the first leg was also a drop, but 0-0 before Brazil won the second leg in Brazil 2-0. Draw took place in Cordoba, Mario Kempes Stadium. Mario says it's the best stadium in the world. He would. It's named after him.
How the fans are going against Mano Menezes.
What are they singing?
Where is Mano? Where is Mano? Like, Mano needs to answer. Mano Menezes needs to answer the way.
What's he going to say?
Yeah.
What does he do? How does he tell them where he is? So that's what they're singing. Where is Mano? Okay. Maybe they do things differently in South America.
Yeah, it's very popular.
There he is.
There he is. We found it.
Where's Wally? I think the message is pretty clear there. Don't you dare speak back. Little and large there. Leandro Di Sabato. Wellington Nim. Funes Mori. Actually a twin, Funes Mori. Rogelio and his younger brother Ramiro. They're both at River Plate. That could be fun on the training ground.
The defense, what happened there, the defense are not very happy with the fact that Mano Menezes took Lucas out.
Okay. Can't win, can he?
No. It's not a winning situation for him.
They want the World Cup one now before it's even been played. How bad was the stick that he got when the players came back without the gold medal from London?
And well, look there. Out, Mano. That's what they say. Fora Mano means out Mano. Well, we have to remember that Brazil lost Copa America. They got eliminated by Paraguay in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So then came the Olympics. Lost the final. So it's accumulating.
Yeah, and you can imagine the fans want the best coach possible to go into a World Cup on home soil. Something on his back as well.
Well, he's saying that the referee is crazy.
He's saying the referee is crazy. Okay. Official translator Fabio Pereira. So we've had a "Where is Mano?" from the fans. A banner saying Mano out.
Well, his reaction shows that he's not very a calm man, right?
He's under a bit of pressure.
Well, he knows that Brazil needs to win at home here because in Argentina it'll be very difficult.
Fabio Santos. Neymar. And fine Thiago Neves. starting to turn a little bit, the home fans.
I think Neymar looks tired too, Mark.
No wonder. Clemente Rodriguez. 10 minutes to go. 1-1 in Goiás. Guiñazú. Very little gets by Dede.
Since Brazil arrived in Guyana, the fans, they have been very nice with the national teams. I think the thing is turning around, Mark.
We would like to win. It would help in the two-legged affair. Fabio Santos. Best bit of defending by Sebastian Dominguez, the captain. You just get the feeling sometimes, as a neutral, that Brazil take 3 touches when 2 will do. They take 4 touches when 3 would do.
You know, one thing that is missing also from Brazil today, more plays from the fullbacks, right side and left side. I didn't see Lucas creating a play on the right side.
Yeah,
side here.
I think the man has just put that ball in, which wasn't the best. Fabio Santos has been more attacking than Lucas Marquez, but you're right, the right fullback, you can see at the bottom right of your screen wearing number 2, hasn't quite been as adventurous. That's a ball and a half. Neymar. Down he goes, referee not interested. There were options for Neymar, but I'm not sure how good those options were for him, and if they were better than maybe trying to beat his man and get a shot off. I love it how his water even has a kind of like protective lid so that no one is able to get to it before him, just in case.
Oh, yellow. Paulinho.
He is a little bit over dramatic, our referee today, Carlos Amaria. Amaria gives an Amaria. Paulinho, most of the game.
I give a credit to him. He's controlling this match very well.
He's been fine. Just slightly over eggs the pudding. Not the best touch. I wonder what the Brazilian fans would be like if Argentina snatched this.
Can you imagine that? I don't think Brazil ever got a good read on this match, Mark.
I don't think credit to that for Argentina. Made it difficult at times. Like the way they've gone about and been set up by their coach, Alejandro Sabella. The other reason the Brazilian fans aren't too happy, they look at this team, okay, it doesn't have that many caps. They're up against an Argentinian side that, apart from Maxi Rodriguez, is pretty inexperienced. Doesn't have any of the big names, like Neymar, the big name of Brazil. At the back post, Neymar awaits.
Look at that. Again, Paulinho involved in that play. He made all that run on the right side. Great cross. Putting the ball on the far post.
We've watched him a lot for Corinthians, and he's now getting forward a lot more than he used to.
Yes.
That really helped Brazil there.
If there's a player from Brazil today that I would say play well, I think it was Paulinho.
Still Rodrigo Brania has something to say.
Yeah, we can see the frustration of Neymar.
Brazil's equalizer came from a set piece. Thiago Neves over this one. Header away by Lisandro Lopez. 5 minutes to go. A goalless second half so far. Pretty cagey for the most part. Final ball tonight has been poor from both sides, hasn't it?
Yes. Poor delivery on both sides. You're right, Mark.
Brazil had more of the ball, but Argentina.
That decision, the final third. That's why I think that Jadson didn't have a very good game today. I mean, he's the man that's supposed to do that, make that connection with the forwards.
No, I'm not happy booing Thiago Neves there for the attempted pass to Fabio Santos.
Some are already leaving.
Yeah.
Try to avoid the traffic.
Good luck. The way Argentina have set up, it's a credit to Alejandro Sabella. He knows the dangers. He knows that Brazil can play with wide players. Neymar on one side, Lucas Moura on the other. He's gone for numbers in midfield. Somoza come on for Argentina, and he'll replace Juan Martinez, the opening goal scorer.
Yeah, he will have a few minutes to play this match. You have to remember also, it's a very hot night in Goiânia.
Yeah, unseasonal weather conditions. As a look at the opening goal scored.
See that the game slowed down a lot in the second half, in the last 15 or 20 minutes.
And this game kicked off at 10 p.m. local time. Approaching midnight.
More than 80 Fahrenheit.
You're asking a Scotsman to comment on weather over 80 degrees. Good luck.
And it's still winter in Brazil.
Amount of frustration from the heart.
Yeah, again, Mano's going to hear a lot of criticism after this match.
Let's pick the best team available. Let's go from Thiago Neves. Some Brazilian fans would like a 4-3-3. Instead, it's been a 4-2-3-1 this evening. Still time for a winner for both sides. Wellington Niem. Neymar finding Lucas Marquez. It's again poor delivery in the final third.
That's something that Brazil should have done more often this entire match. Bringing up the fullbacks, Lucas on the right side. Well, the few times on this match, he went out, got wide, and got in a position to make a cross. That helps to open up a little bit more the Argentina defense line.
They were hearing that one of the chants which gathered a bit of momentum was Filipao as well. Clearly they haven't been watching too much of Palmeiras of late.
Yeah, he is not having a very good game. It was the second time that he didn't trap the ball. Lucas.
I don't think he'll be starting in that position anyway, even if we had a man of the match display. To that Dani Alves. To a certainty.
Yeah, Mano is telling his players, come on, a little bit more. He wants to win.
Lucas Marquez. That's a better ball. Andrew Damião going for the very adventurous Thiago Neves. Can they get a goal? Can they get a winner to take to Resistencia for the second leg? Message is to Lucas Romano Menezes.
Again, Neymar looks very tired in the last play.
It's Marquez. They've defended pretty well tonight, Argentina.
It was their goal today coming to this match. Defend well and try to find a way in a counter-attack. And they did. They found the goal first, but they gave a goal to Brazil 6 minutes after.
What kind of reaction will be from the Brazilian newspapers, radio and TV tomorrow?
Well, before this match, they're already saying that, oh, this is not the both teams are not with the best 11, but it's always talking about Mano Menezes. Everything is about Mano Menezes. And the reaction will be that Brazil didn't have a rhythm again. It didn't have a very good game. Didn't create, even that it was playing with Lucas, Luis Fabiano, Neymar, 3 players that could be the starters for Brazil in the next World Cup. Could be the forwards for Brazil in the next World Cup. You expect a little bit more from them.
You argue as well, the fact it got out that Brazil wanted Muricy Ramalho to replace Dunga. And then when Fluminense said no, that Mano Menezes was always the kind of second choice. Oh, it's going to be difficult for him. It's not a bad ball by Lucas Marquez. Thiago Neves. Deals for a penalty here, and he's given it. For a handball in stoppage time with 50 seconds remaining of the 3 minutes added on. Brazil have themselves a penalty for handball.
Wow. With 40 seconds remaining in the game. Look at that. Oh yeah. Handball.
The handball by Leandre de Sabato.
Yeah, if he didn't touch that ball, look at that. Who was coming to finish? Paulinho right behind him, ready to finish that play.
Well, he can't complain he was pushed because he was the one doing the pushing.
Yes.
Neymar. In time added on. 12 goals in 22 international appearances. The golden boy with a chance to relieve some of the pressure on Mano Menezes and to take a 2-1 lead to Argentina in a fortnight. From 12 yards, never any doubt was there. 2-1 Brazil, Neymar with a 13th goal for Brazil, proving unlucky for Argentina.
Well, lucky Mano Menezes that Neymar scored on this PK, giving Brazil the win on the injury time. The celebration again, Neymar deciding the match on the PK. Well taken by Neymar. Mark, if you ask me if Brazil deserved the win, I don't think they deserve. I think a draw would be a fair result for today, but it was a PK and Neymar did his job. Well taken.
That's practically unstoppable, that penalty kick. Even though he guessed the right way, Oscar Ustari of Boca Juniors unable to get near it and to keep it out.
Yeah, I give it a credit that Brazil played into the final whistle, creating that PK opportunity.
Which has now gone, and Brazil will take a 2-1 lead. But I'm sure there'll be some newspapers in the morning that will say that that goal just papered over the cracks. So Brazil win it. late on with practically the last kick of the match. Neymar, 2-1.
When the clock strikes 6, come out and play with Telstra Prepaid. Get free talk and text from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every night to standard Australian numbers when you recharge $30 on Telstra Prepaid Cap On Call.
New hot wraps at 7-Eleven. Delicious egg and bacon brekkie wrap. Buttered chicken with 100% Aussie chicken. Mild beef and veg curry with 100% Aussie beef. Grab one now for only $4 at 7-Eleven. Good call.
Today, Bayern, Valencia, match day 1 on ESPN and ESPN3.com. The NFL on ESPN roars into Week 3 with Sunday Night Football. It's an epic battle between two AFC powerhouses. Tom Brady leads the Patriots into hostile territory when they face the rough and rugged Ravens. Are you ready for some football? Patriots, Ravens, live Monday on ESPN, the home of the NFL.
On the next edition of ESPN FC Press Pass, Andrew Orsatti will be joined by Tommy Smith, Robbie Mustoe and Janusz Michalek as they'll be looking back at all the big games in the group stages of the Champions League, which of course includes Chelsea-Juventus.
A pretty cagey affair in Goiás, but any win over Argentina, if you're Brazilian, is one to celebrate. And a rather relieved coach, Mano Menezes, Flavio.
Yeah, the players look very happy they come up with the win in the last minute of this match.
Well, the press tomorrow feel that he got out of jail, Menezes. Let's take a look at the World Cup qualifiers. What's still to come? Argentina for them. Next up, Uruguay at home, first against fourth in the table as it stands. They then head for Chile, who are currently in fifth with 12 points after 7 games. Games in 4 days. Now, for those of you in Latin America, check your guides. You should get Philadelphia Union against DC United. Our friends from ESPN Deportes providing the commentary in Spanish. Well, a bird's eye view of the action, of which there was some. I think most will be in 2 weeks' time in the second leg of the Super Clásico in Resistencia. Martinez putting Argentina ahead. Paulinho and Neymar's penalty. Brazil will take a 2-1 lead to their South American neighbours in a fortnight. Thanks to Flavio. Thanks to you for watching. I'm Mark Donaldson. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.